my name is Caroline Nettle and my website is called Spiritual Growth Tools, and today I'm going to do a video which is a angel reading for June 2019 to see what's coming in for the month ahead. And if you're new to me and haven't seen me do a reading before, I usually pick one card for each month. So I'm just shuffling them here. I'm using the Gaia Oracle from the wonderful Tony Carmine Salerno. Love his work. Okay, so he does have a tendency to paint naked ladies, so I won't show you the card if they are a bit torturous, just because I don't want to upset anyone on YouTube. And okay, that one I can't show you. Oh, I can, that one. Oh, these are beautiful. Alright, so all apart from the second week. So the first week is Night Wind, Facing Fear, Subconscious Release, Healing. And that is just such a beautiful card. So I'll just show you the cards that I can. Then Gaia, Wisdom, this is week 2, Wisdom, Knowledge, Spiritual Understanding. Beautiful card. Then an exquisite card for week 3, Rising Above, Clarity, Freedom, Solution. Isn't that just the most beautiful dove? And then the last week, Evolution, Earth Changes, Climate Change, Transformation. So let me put those in front of me here like this. And then tune in now. Okay, they have a bit of a message for you before we start. So there are big changes coming, I hear, which are not so much big changes, but more opening the eyes of people to what has actually been going on. So really a change of perception. So whilst everything may look the same, the foundations will feel different. So that's what I'm hearing. And more and more information is being brought to the surface about what has historically been going on, what's going on behind the scenes, I'm hearing, and how this has impacted our daily life. They want us to really be open to information that may rock our world a little bit, is how they're saying it. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it suggests that there are some revelations coming about, I'm hearing the word underhand, so some underhand goings on in high up places. Okay. Now they're not saying that to scare us, they're just saying that so that when it starts to happen, if we know to expect it, it's always better, we are better able to react when we actually see it. I'm feeling like this is to do with what's going on in the news or around politicians, around church leaders, around big business. I feel that this is, if you like it, it is a bit of a warning to say just keep your eyes open, your mind open, and there will be obviously repercussions. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for the month of June 2019. Had to think about that one. So expect change, but not in the material sense, but in the our knowing sense. I'm hearing that there's been work going on behind the scenes for a very, very long time to uncover it, and it is on its way. And the vision I'm being shown is just opening a newspaper and it's just got the truth written across it. So, gosh, excited to find out what that is. So once again, they're saying don't be in fear. It's not about being in fear. Human beings don't like change. We really don't like change. We do lots and lots of things to ensure that there are no changes in our life, and unfortunately what we find out in the long run is that there has to be change. It is inevitable. But this is about just starting to question what you hold to be the truth today. Specifically, I'm being told what you learnt in school, what you learnt in church, what you learnt in from your peer group, and certainly in the news. On a personal level, I find that really exciting because I think we have been well and truly duped for many, many years, decades, possibly even longer. And if the truth is coming out, I imagine there will be some backlash. But yeah, I'm finding that really exciting. So I know that went on a little bit longer than I would normally do, but they really wanted to get that message home. So June, maybe into July as well, we are going to be seeing some revelations, and we are going to need to keep a very open mind. So Night Wind, facing fear, subconscious release, healing, and that's exactly what I'm feeling. So in the first week of June, it's a very healing, and I almost want to say unconscious. It's subconscious, but it's unconscious. So from some of the behaviours and the thought patterns that kind of think us rather than us thinking them. So the completely repetitive thought patterns. I am stupid, I am fat. If you're self-critical in any way, that sort of belief system that just goes round and round and round and doesn't really serve any purpose than to make us feel really awful about ourselves. So I'm feeling like specifically around anger, any unconscious anger that you're holding on to, the first week of June is going to be a great time to release it. And I'm really noticing that the card is called Night Wind, and wind to me in the body talk world is something that comes and blows stuck energy or angry energy, or energy just blows it away. So I'm always walking out there in a good strong wind and going, yay, I'm getting a bit of a cleansing as the wind blows away what I no longer want. So the card is called Night Wind, facing fear, subconscious release, healing. So it's going to be a time of really letting go and healing. So I feel like that's more of an internal week. And then the next week, so week 2 in June, wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding. And the card name is Gaia. So possibly this is referring to what they were just telling us about. So possibly in week 2, that's when we're going to find out. We'll be like, oh. And I really hear a collective like, really? So it's yeah, I think it's going to be a time of questioning, of going within, but really listening to that deep wisdom that we all have within us. You know, those gut instincts that are like, I don't like this person, or, oh, that doesn't feel like that was very honest, or, you know, anything that you get which is a hit from within as a reaction to something that either makes you pull away or pull towards. I'm super excited to see this beach. I really want to go there, etc. So any gut instinct that you have is going to become really useful to you in week 2. And spiritual understanding often means where we take a step back from the human emotions and the human goings on and just go, oh, I see. And that's what I'm hearing, a big, oh, okay, I get it. So then week 3 is rising above, clarity, freedom, and solution. So that suggests that whatever happened in week 1 and 2 was perhaps a little bit shocking, or a little bit, oh, I didn't see that coming. And then week 3 is about really absorbing it and accepting it and rising above it, literally. And the card is so beautiful. It's peaceful. Yeah, I love that card. And that just suggests that in the knowledge that we gain in week 1 and 2, there's a freedom coming from perhaps the grindstone or old belief systems that no longer serve us, or an old way of looking at things. I often think when we change our perception, we get this clarity and freedom that is being talked about here. A really good one that's come up for me recently is when I was drinking, I had no idea whatsoever that I had a problem. It wasn't until they pointed out that I was an alcoholic that I really was able to heal from the disease of alcoholism. And it was a huge shock to me because my perception of what an alcoholic was didn't come anywhere near to who I had become. And so it was in the understanding that I had a problem and being shown that I had a problem that I could find freedom from it. And that's pretty much what they're asking me to tell you here. It's like in seeing things clearly, that's when we can really start to make good changes so that we can heal from it. And then evolution. So evolution usually comes after a great big change of perception. So I think June is going to be a very important month for us. Earth changes, climate change, transformation. Look at that beautiful card. And for me, this is representing week 4, so the week before my birthday, in June 2019. So it's kind of shock at the beginning in the first week, then really understanding, then rising above, and then moving on. So this month's cards makes absolute sense to me. And it'll be really interesting to look back in this month and go, gosh, did I really believe that that was the way it was? And now I can see this is the way it is. And what I'm hearing is the change from week 1 to week 4 is it's going to be big. And it's interesting because not everybody's going to get it. Not everybody's going to see it. Not everybody's going to believe it. And they're just showing me there's almost like a few people walking ahead of the masses. So I feel as though there's a spiritual calling to whatever we're talking about here, and those that can weather the storm, I'm hearing, are going to really be able to move on into July, August and September and start making some of the changes that are necessary. So, not a usual reading, I would say, possibly because this is a very significant time. I have to be honest, I don't know what it is I am alluding to, but it is very clear that June is going to be a significant month of change. I feel if it doesn't come in June, then it will sort of filter into July and August as well, but the big beginning of this change of perception will come in June. So the advice is to know that change may well be on the horizon, and it's not, something as drastic as climate change, although that is obviously a problem that we're facing enormously, but it is something that is going to ask us to look at what it is we believe, why we believe it, and maybe it's time to start believing something else. That feels really complete. So yeah, I can't think of anything else to add to that apart from be open-minded, be open to change. And make sure those around you that perhaps don't engage with the news, if you have elderly neighbours or, you know, very, very busy young mothers, or just make sure that the news filters out to the parts of society that perhaps don't follow the news. That's what I'm hearing too. So that would be your act of kindness, to pass things like that on. So it'd be really interesting to see what has transpired by the time we get round to the July reading. So in the meantime, sending you lots and lots of love. And if anybody is interested in having a personal reading because you fear change or you're not sure what to do with the days that remain for you on this planet, I've been hearing that a real lot from my clients recently. What am I supposed to do? And should I make the changes now? And yes, the answer is yes. I feel that even, especially with this reading, change is really important for us. And yeah, if you need a little bit of help knowing what it is you're supposed to do, then do get in touch. spiritualgrowthtools.co.uk. Thanks very much. And for whatever is coming, I hope you have a really great June. Thanks for listening.